Didn't mean to go live yet, because I gotta go pee. So. Well, I'm still gonna go pee, so. What a day, what a day. Let me see. Where's the laptop? Here we go. What a day. What a day. What a day. Furious. But let's go. I get the wrong password. What a day, what a day, what a day. Crazy. Who's there? Check in, say hello. Let's see, I don't see any chat. No chatter yet, but who's there? I want to wait till there's quite a few people here to get into the mess that was my day today. Get you, what does it say? It said, get your tire fixed. That's what we're here to talk about. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Did I get my tire fixed? The short answer is no, I didn't get my tire fixed. And that's why I'm so frustrated right now. So, how many people? Still only 2 people. So normally we get 10, 20 people on a good day. So let's see what goes on. Good evening. What a day. I'm not sure if you saw my previous live videos from today, but they're pretty crazy. The short of it is I had a blowout flat tire today. On the motorway, I was driving. I was going to go to the Peak District because, as you know, I'm positive for COVID since Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm positive. And so I've been in the house self-isolating. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go get some air. I'm going to drive to the Peak District. I'm not going to get out the car. I'm not going to do anything to get anybody infected. I'm just going to drive up to the Peak District just to let the wind go through my hair. I don't have much, but you know the saying. And what happens? I'm driving. The car is shaking. Like, I'm driving and it's noticeable. And it's like, I'm just like, why is this show shaky? Like, why do I feel vibrations running through the car, through me? Like, I can feel it. You know, you're like, man. But so I'm looking. I look out the side mirror. I can kind of see. It don't look like I'm on a flat. I checked the tire pressure. Everything looking fine. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull over at this gas station that's in front of me. I pull over. And I get out the car and I look at the tires. Tires look fine. The pressure gauge says that the tire is essentially overinflated. It was 39 psi. Either it was 39 psi or 39 bar. Not sure what it said on the screen. And against a recommendation of 35. So it says that. And so I'm like, okay, it's overinflated. I will deflate the tire. I didn't. So I was there and I was like, you know what? Since I'm here, I'll just get the car washed because the car hadn't been washed in like 2 months. So I take it to the car wash. I go live at the car wash. I talk to you guys, give you an update. And then if you watch that video to the end, you'll see me like looking to my right to kind of clear the traffic so I can go left and get back on the motorway. And I turn it off. I might drive 2 miles. And as soon as I'm driving, the vibrations is back. I'm like, man, these vibrations is crazy. Like, it shouldn't be vibrating like that. Yeah, there's plenty of Boris's hot air. And it's shaking, vibrating. I'm thinking, like, this is crazy it's vibrating. Because I was going to continue the live stream, but I was like, man, it's shaking. You could see at the end of the video. And I'm like, I'm going to kill it because this thing is going to shake too much. So that's why I killed the live video on that original video. And let's look at some comments on some other videos. Hazard warning lights, indicator, side lights on, reflective warning, triangle out of the boot and set on the road or back from the car. Yeah, I should have done that. And so I kill it because I think it's going to vibrate too much. No sooner did I kill it. No sooner. 2 miles down the road. And I'm in the slow lane. You hear this pow! Tire just poof! And I look and I you know, car doesn't like go crazy, but it's just pow! I was thinking, shit, the tire just blew. I'm like, fuck! The tire blew. You can see fragments on the motorway. You can see it going behind me. And then I'm like, fuck, now I gotta buy a tire. Like I should have just stayed at home, self-isolating. But there I go, trying to get some air, trying to get out the house. I wasn't gonna interact with anybody. And now I got a blown out tire on the 838. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I go live, I'm live streaming. It's the flat tire again video. And I see a comment on that right now. KT wrote, you gotta be kidding. I said, nope, I wish I was kidding. So I'm trying to get, because I could only pull over so far. So I called a tow truck. They were on their way. And so while I'm waiting, I go live. And then I'm signaling, to the cars to move so nobody hits my car. So I go, a full lorry length away from my car. And then I'm out there just kind of signaling, tell people to leave. Most people move. There was a couple cars that I could tell were not paying attention because you saw them swerve. Like they went, but that's why you do it so far away. But that's another reason why you should have the hazard lights on. I should have a reflective warning triangle. That's why you put it way out there, give people time to move. But guess what happens? As Faith has it, because this is I fixed that tire twice. That tire went flat twice, got a puncture twice. Gotta stop doing that. That tire got a puncture twice. And I fixed it twice. So the third time, it finally went out. Why did it go out? It was clearly overinflated. And what did I learn today? I learned that you can't have a tire underinflated. Everybody knows that. That's bad because you get terrible gas mileage and stuff like that. And it'll wear the tires out on the outside threads. But if you have a tire overinflated, which I knew was bad, but I didn't know what would happen if it was overinflated, this is what happens. You're driving, and basically that tire is like it's just a dribbling basketball. It's just vibrating. It's just bouncing the whole time. Micro. Boom, boom, boom. And that's what that vibration was in the car. Because you could feel it. Wasn't enough. Wasn't a vibration that made you feel like you're about to lose control. It was just a noticeable hum, a noticeable vibration through the car. And that's what was going on with an overinflated tire. And that's what I learned. If you have an overinflated tire, this is what's going to happen. And it's just bouncing. Next thing you know, pow! But think about this. Tuesday, I was supposed to go. I was flying. The next Wednesday, I was supposed to be flying to Dubai. I was going to drive down to London Tuesday night. So this would have happened Tuesday night because the tire got fixed Sunday. Tire got fixed Sunday. So this would have happened Tuesday, because from Sunday I got the tire fixed, just drove back here, went to sleep, and never moved the car. Oh, but then I did go to East Midlands. But that's crazy. I went up to East Midlands, never had that vibration. Only when I got back here did I feel that vibration. And so this flat could have happened in the middle of the night, as if I'd have drove down to London to catch a flight. So it's all because I took a PCR test, all because I was flying out, did I realize I had COVID. And if I didn't have COVID, I'd have drove down to London, would have caught that flat tire down that way in the middle of the night. That'd have been terrible. And so it just would have been a headache. But luckily, fate was on my side. I shout out the tire, the recovery people in the video. I didn't even call these people. They were just coming up the way and saw me, and he pulled over and rescued me. And he was going to do it for free. He took me up there because he was going to Derby anyways. So he picked me up, recovered me, and he changed the tire, put the spare tire on. It didn't want any money, but I still paid him. I paid him £50 just for the trouble. So I paid him £50, and he was going to do it free. He was like, "I'm just doing you a favor." And I was like, that's really nice, that the universe is trying to at least give back some positive, because I'm trying to put positive energy out there. So it was nice of him to do that. But for me, I was like, I'll pay you £50. I think I paid him. I paid him £50 for this, just for taking me up there, and then for actually putting my tire on, which I could have done myself. But he had all the tools and equipment. He made changing the tire look like easy. Couple hits of the wrench, of the drill, poof, that stuff was out. Jacked up the car, So for that, I was thankful. So I paid him £50. But what time is it? 6 o'clock almost? Here's the question. Did I get the tire fixed? No. Did I get a new tire? No. Why? Because apparently, if you drive a Range Rover with 22-inch rims and big tires, that is not a tire that they keep. I went to Speedy Tires, Quick Fit Tires, Mr. Tire, a couple local independent tires. I went to 2 of those, and none stopped that tire. I then found one that had the tire. Well, their sister, their parent, their franchise. One franchise looked in their computer and said, over here they got the tire. So I was like, well, I'm about to go through there anyways. So I drove through. They had the tire, but guess what? They ordered those tires for somebody for tomorrow. So I still got a donut on my car. And so I still got the spare on the car, because you don't want to drive on the spare. The spare is there in case you get an accident. So it's there. You just want to use it to get home or get to the garage, get to a shop, get a tire, put it back in the boot, put it back in the trunk. So now I'm driving around with a spare. I've ordered the tire. It is £200 for the tire. I was going to get the place that had the tire type. They were Michelin. They were like £300. I was going to pay for it. I was going to pay £300 for the tire. But it was for somebody else. So I've ordered tires. They pick them up on Monday. They get delivered on Monday. They said they'll call me Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll go get the tire fixed and replaced. So it's been frustrating because I wanted to get some fresh air. I wanted to clear my mind. I wanted to maybe even walk around. But nope, fate had it that the same tire that's had a puncture twice was going to blow and say, I'm out of here. I'm done with life. And yeah, so that is, my day in a nutshell. Who just said, thought you had COVID, Carl? Yes, I do. What video did you comment on? Let's see. Somebody wrote, Carl, I thought you had COVID. Yes, Terrence Williams wrote, driving Derby getting towed. Yes, I do have COVID. My plan for the day was not to get out the car. I was just driving to get out the house. So yeah, I did take a COVID test today. I'm still positive. And so unfortunately, even though I feel fine, I feel fine. Even though I have COVID, I didn't plan to get out the car. I was just going to go for a drive because I felt, what's the difference? That's self-isolating. If I'm in the car, what does it matter? You know, I'm going to give more COVID to myself, you know? So, yeah, got a blowout flat. That's my first blowout flat ever. Never had one. See the comments. My day has been writing and indulging in some game time. Yeah, I like games. My hubby is an American, and at times like that he wishes he was in America. You can get tires. That's what I'm saying. That's the crazy thing. Getting a tire shouldn't be so hard. I went to so many places to get a tire. In America, I'd have had a new tire today. I'd have went to a place, and that tire would have been on. I've had flat tires. I've had to buy new tires, and I've never had to like wait and order the tire, just need a tire, put the tire on. But nope, here on Island, Boris Island, tires are hard to come by unless you order them. Nobody stocks large tires. If I had like everybody told me, if you had a Ford Fiesta, we could change your tire right now, no problem. But you have a Land Rover or a Range Rover, got to order those tires in. I even went to the Range Rover dealership because the tire place was right next door in Darby. I think it's Quick Fit. Yeah, it's right next door. So I just was like, well, shoot. If they ain't got it, maybe they got one. I'll go buy one. I'll pay it, I'll pay right now just to get one right from the dealership. And they were closed. Well, the dealership wasn't closed. The service part was closed. And thus nobody would sell me a tire. And they didn't have tires either. They would have to order tires to bring tires in. So whatever. What a game. What a thing. Yes, Lee. John Lee put all of it on. What we got? Try Mr. Todd and man. Problem is I got the spare tire on. I can't just keep ripping and running everywhere. And Mr. Tire was the place that I was at Quick Fit. That's the one where they found. Mr. Tire is who I've ended up ordering the tire from. So I'm just waiting on the tire to come. And then I'm still going to stick to my plan. The tires, all 4 tires need to be changed. But I'm still sticking to my plan. Like, I have the money to change the tires. It's not a problem. I can change all 4 tires today if I want it. It's just the fact that in my mind, I've already allocated money for that in March into February. So I don't want to spend 1,000 to 1,200 pounds until into February. So I'm sticking with that. The tires still got enough life on it. They're not bald, but they need to be replaced. I couldn't go a whole nother year with those tires. It wouldn't be a good look. So I'm going to get this new tire because I went, now that I think about it, I did go to one place. They had a used tire. I don't know about to put a used tire on my car. I was like, for the price of a new tire, I might as well just get a new tire. I think they wanted $150. The other tire was $200. It's like, man, for 50 pounds, I just give me a brand new tire. I ain't got to deal with the thought that it already been on somebody else's car. It's been driven. I'll just give me a brand new tire for the sake of 50 pounds, So, yeah. That's been my day in a nutshell, man. It was not what I expected. It is just not what I expected to happen today. What a day. What a day. But what can you do? What can you do? Yeah. Somebody said that comment. I think it was you as well. I think I recognize the name. I recognize Carl clearly, but one day you're gonna sit back and you're gonna laugh. Ha 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 ha! What a day! What a day! What a week! I'm supposed to be in Dubai right now, not in England. So yeah, I'm laughing. Fate is laughing. Good one. Good one. But you know, it's pretty good that luckily I had to take that PCR test, because if I didn't, if I was staying around, I'd be just interacting with people, spreading COVID left, right, and center, having no idea that I had it. You know, I never felt really bad, except for Wednesday night. There was a patch in there, but outside of that, I was good. Yeah, let me see. It says maybe use a puncture repair kit from. Listen, no, there is no puncture. Listen, this tire is like shredded, shredded. You gotta look at the video. Well, I show you the tire in my previous live video. Look at the tire. Ain't no repairing this. I joked with a couple people when I would go. I said, "Hey, can you maybe?" I said, "You have this type of tire, or can you maybe repair this tire?" I would say, "Can you repair this tire?" And all of them, one of them looked at me like, "You must be a fucking idiot." Like literally, like I was like, "Hey man, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Like I know, like, it's beyond repair. This tire's headed for the skip. It's gonna be on a football field, American football field, in its near future, as the black little pellets that are holding the turf down. That's what it'll be in its near future." Dubai will be waiting. Yep. Everything is starting to get rescheduled for the end of the month, I think. Welcome to the UK. Yep. Been here for a while. Well, somebody said Land Rovers don't come with a donut spare. No, it doesn't have a donut spare. It is a full spare, but it's not the same rim, and it's a fit. It's a little. It's not. If I look at it, yeah, it's not as. If I remember, it's not as wide of a spare. So it's not a full spare tire, but it's a solid tire. We just colloquially call it a donut, regardless. So we call it a donut spare. I don't know what Brits call a spare tire. Like if you're just gonna say, "Oh, I gotta put a donut on the car," we would say, if you tell somebody you got to put a donut on your car, a donut, people know that's a tire in America. Well, at least people I know would know I'm referring to the tire, the spare tire. I don't know what you might call it here in the UK. I've never I've never had to interact with people in circles talking about tires and flats, but I'm telling you, I had a massive blowout, massive tire, massive blowout. So, oh, what an effing day, man. All this because I couldn't stay in the house, because I was going stir crazy. And I said, you know what? If I can't be around people, maybe I can just see people on the motorway. You know, I was adamant I wasn't going to get out the car. I was just going to drive to the Peak District, wind up and down, go through Amber Valley, drive up there, maybe get to Matlock, and just be out, just drive, you know. But nope. Fate said, no, you're gonna get a flat tire, and then you're gonna spend the rest of the day trying to find a tire, so you don't drive on the spare tire, in which nobody has your tire, so they all gotta order your tire. So that's been, what a day, man. What a week. What a week. I'm tired of self-isolating. Tired of self-isolating. It's just boring. Oh, it's called a space saver, not a donut. Yeah. They just call it a donut tire. You got a donut, or got to put the donut tire on. You could interchange it one way or the other. The donut tire. A Range Rover Velar. So I have a Range Rover 2021 model. 2020, 2020, 2020 Velar. HS velour. Yeah. White interior, black. I'm actually going to get it wrapped soon. So if anybody knows any wrap, if anybody know where I can get my car wrapped up here in the Midlands, let me know, because I want to get it wrapped. I want to get it wrapped, I don't know, not maybe red. I want to get it wrapped red, something like that. I don't have a personal reg, no. I was talking about getting a personal reg, but I'm too cheap. I ain't about to pay like 5,000, 10,000 pounds for a registration. Yeah. If I had a Rolls Royce, maybe a Lamborghini, yeah, I'd do that. But man, come on, man. Personalized reg, no, thank you. No, thank you. It had a spare tire in it. It has a spare. What I'm saying is it's not a spare that has the same rim and the same tire width and da 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 da. It's a spare tire. It goes on it. But when I look at what I consider a full spare is I can take whatever tire is on the car and take the one in the trunk and put it on there, and you would never know that is the backup tire. That to me is a full spare. And that's not what I have. I have a tire that's of size, but it limits me to 50 miles per hour. So I can only do 50 miles per hour. So to me, that's not a full spare. Do I think I'll move back to the UK? US, no. Personal reg shows no class. While drives a Bentley convertible, standard issue reg. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't need no 500 pounds for it. Yeah. No, my hobbies are playing poker. And so, I feel fine. Like, I don't feel sick at all. I'd go play poker right now. Hey, if I didn't have to, man, think about that, man. Wow, if that's flat what happened last night. Oh my goodness. Because I debated going to myself internally, going to play poker. And I was just like, I'll just wear 2 masks because I feel so fine. I said, it's not the right thing to do. It's not this moral responsible. Imagine I'd have done that. That'd have been fate telling me that's what you get. So, man. But that's my hobby is playing poker. I like to play poker. Wherever I go, I play poker. I've played poker in Australia. I've played it in Czech Republic. I've played it in America. I've played it in Brazil. I've played it in the UK. I'll never forget the hot. I remember I had a night I ran so hot. Oh my goodness. When you get one of them nights you just running hot. I turned 100 pounds one night in London. 100 pounds. 100 pounds. I'll never forget the starting hand. I got pocket 7s. And I'm sat there. I'm like, why is everybody going all in? So I went all in. I won that hand. Ended up with like 1,000 pounds. Because it was like a bunch of all-ins. Not 1,000 pounds, 9 people. So I ended up with like 700 pounds. Then the very next hand, I think I get like pocket aces. And I get like 4 more all-ins. So of course I go all in. I don't think it was 4 all-ins, but it was like 2 more all-ins. So I win that. I run so hot in like 20 minutes. I'm sat there with like 12,000 pounds. And people are like, did you just start with 100 pounds? I was like, yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on. I was running hot. I was talking about 100 pounds. I was like, man. And I cashed out and was... And then I remember walking, I was in London. And I had like, they give you I had all these 50 notes in plastic bags. And I was like, dang. I took the tube here. And now I'm walking around with 12,000 pounds on me. Tucked in me. If somebody was to rob me, they would come up. Now, normally, I carry no cash. I carry no, do I got any cash in this wallet right now? Let's see. None. None. Can't, just a credit card, my residency permit, no cash. It's funny, I got this like 300-pound wallet and literally there's nothing in it. Driver's license, a bank card. That's it. Yeah. But I'll never forget that night I ran super hot in London. It was amazing. What else is in this wallet? Bank manager in the States, Wells Fargo. So anybody needs to go to Wells Fargo, boom, hit him up. Personal banker, highly recommended. But everybody here's from the UK, so nobody needs. What was this? A Greek receipt from Alpha Bank that clearly has nothing on it now. So it's been in my wallet. That's trash. Let's clear out the wallet while we at it. What else is in there? It wasn't my money, and my anxiety was beyond a bit orbit of James Webb. Yeah, man. Yeah, when you got so much money on you, you're thinking, man, what in the world? How do I get from here to home, from home to the bank without losing or showing any of these? Yeah, I carry cash. I mean, sometimes I carry cash. Depends if I'm going to a big enough cash game. Yeah, I stayed at home. Don't worry. That's why I didn't. Did I show him some Vegas skills? Oh, No Limit's my game. No Limit, Texas Hold'em. That's the only one I like playing. When I play here though, I just play in the little tournaments, because it's just fun to do. If I'm playing for real, it is real money, but if I'm playing to like make money, then like in a tournament, especially like a low end buy-in tournament, 50 pounds, I'm just playing to have fun, to be out and try different strategies. I might try aggressive here. I might play some different type of hands that I normally wouldn't play. You know, you try different things in tournaments. That's what I do, at least. If I play a cash game, that's different. That's different. You know, that's different. What the hell was that? I don't want to see the ground move. But what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Flat tire, blowout flat tire. Blowout flat tire. Never happened to me before. I don't have AA coverage, so I was so thankful that this guy came by with a truck and picked me up and told me to safety. You know, because I was like, well, I can't move the car because I can't back up. I can't go forward because if I do, the tire will come off the rim. And then I'll really have a problem. So I was really stuck, and I was just calling. And the people I called, they was like, you gotta wait. They said the wait time was like 90 minutes to come get me. I said, what? And so luckily, some guy saw me, broke down, pulled over, picked me up. Later, 50 pounds, $50, and I was out. And now I spent the rest of the day looking for tires. So what a day, what a day. I'm on my YouTube page, so let's look at some comments. I'm always in the comment section, guys. I always say in my video, like my videos I make, I'm always in the comments. So I am. Well, it's nicely spread around. Yes, Ben, it did. Yes, on accident. Totally didn't see it coming. I didn't expect to even get out the house. If you want to know, yes, I can touch type. I don't have to look at the keyboard. My man, yes. KT. I like the comment from KT when I wrote flat tire again. He just writes, "You've got to be kidding!" Exclamation, exclamation. Yes, I wish I was kidding. That a tire I just fixed a few days ago blew out. I actually thought a blowout was gonna like rock the car. I was gonna be like slamming the brakes. It was just like poof, and I just slowed down. It was just like. It's like, wow. But hey, what food, snacks do I miss most of the UK? The real Pollyanny. Hold 1 second, I'll show you. Now, the question was, what do I miss? Now, I'm on a diet. Everybody knows. Here's the oxymoron. I got COVID because I was trying to get healthy again by going to the gym. So I go to the gym, I'm working out, I get COVID at the gym, because that's all I was doing. Here to the gym back, sometimes twice a day. And so that is what's upsetting. But what do I miss? My Lucky Charms cereal. Woo! To get this, you have to go to a sweet shop, as they say, or a candy store. So yeah. But I got some. I normally can eat this in one sitting, but I have been eating it lately since I've been on home confinement. But yeah, I miss that. I miss In-N-Out Burger. I miss red vines. Like I would have red vines. Ooh, I can taste it now. What I miss? Snacks and foods. That's probably it. Some of my cereals that I miss, like Lucky Charms. Like I don't eat. Like this is a treat for me. It's literally a treat. If I have cereal, I have oats, or I just have like cornflakes. If I have cereal, so this is like a once a year thing. So man, you'll see that. Like I found, but this is like we gotta realize this is ultra expensive here, and you can't just go to Sainsbury's, Aldi, Lidl, Waitrose, M&S, Morrison's, Tesco's. What other big brand stores are here? You can't go there and just get Lucky Charms. It's literally not in the cereal aisle. Yeah, but B&M sell these. Yeah, they're just not in the big stores. But B&M, if they got them in B&M, I'll go. Yeah, there's more nutritional value if I eat the box. Hey, Louise, thanks for checking in again. You always rocking with me. I thank that. But, man, Louise, you saw the flat tire. You already know. So, what a day, man. What a day it's been. I got this flat tire. Blowout. Ugh. And then I've spent the last, I don't even know what time it is. 6 o'clock now? Man, 4 pounds. Kind of expensive for 4 pounds. What's funny is, one thing that I've noticed on this box, what's funny is, because somebody's importing these and selling them, but in America you get the label on the side with all the ingredients. But clearly it's not to UK standards, so somebody has to reprint the label, a smaller label, and put essentially all of the original stuff here, but just in British terms. Amazing. Because it's all here on the box originally, but whatever. Gram per gram cocaine is cheaper. Bob, I'll take your bet on that. I don't do any drugs, so it's never been my thing. Louis, you said the fresh air do me good. I even said that in the video. I said, get some fresh air, they said. It'll do you good, they said. Sure enough, it'll do me some good. It'll do my wallet some good. It'll do somebody else some good. Yeah, that fresh air did me some good. More nutritional value in the box. Yeah, see, I'm not a Twinkie eater. But we had Twinkies, though. Don't get me wrong. We would have Twinkies in the house here and there, but not like a lot of Twinkies. But we would have and we had Twinkies around, but I wouldn't say like some people's houses every time they went to the supermarket, they had Twinkie. They buy Twinkies. Now, not in my house. But we would get Twinkies, here and there. Weetabix. Weetabix best cereal ever. No way. Twinkies equal. Yeah, Twinkies are deliciously unhealthy. They are. Those and Dum Dums. I don't even know if you had Dum Dums here. I've never seen Dum Dums. It's KoolAid with a K. Oh, in my house, we always had KoolAid. That was like 100%. 100% we was going to have KoolAid in the house. You come to my house, if there wasn't some fresh KoolAid in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, some could be made right there. We were never without KoolAid. Yeah. We were never without KoolAid in my house. At least you had the packet. That's something I do miss as a nostalgia thing. Like, I don't even think my kids drink KoolAid. Like, I don't even know if they've even had KoolAid. That is a question I need to ask. Have they ever had KoolAid? I don't think that they've ever had KoolAid. Jesus Christ. I never even thought of it until now. That's a question I'm going to ask them. Have you ever had KoolAid? Only part of the population, dumb. Yeah. But somebody asked, what is KoolAid? KoolAid is like Tang, or like what you guys call squash, but in powder form. Yeah. I'll tell you a true story about squash. I felt like an idiot. So I first moved to England, and I rent a room from somebody because I need to, learn where I'm at and all that kind of jazz. I don't know nothing, so I rent a room. And I go in the refrigerator. They said, "Oh, there's some squash in the refrigerator. You get something to drink." So I said, "No problem." Go in the refrigerator. There's this big orange bottle of squash. Of course, I get the biggest cup I can find. Pour like a full cup of the squash into the cup, and go. I'm like, oh! I was like, who drinks? I was like, who would drink this? And then said, no, you're only supposed to put a drop. Put water. It's highly concentrated. Blah 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 blah. But for me, squash was like, I just thought it was orange juice. Like, no, okay. It's not okay. KoolAid is not a powder. It's a powdered drink that you put the powder in the water to dissolve it. So it's highly concentrated. And then it makes a big batch of KoolAid, and you add sugar to your likeness to get it as sweet as you want. And if you're a professional like me, you grab yourself a lemon, chop that lemon in there, give it that zang, give it that zest, Oh yeah, when you think Kool-Aid, think Jonestown. Yeah. That's what they call drinking the Kool-Aid. That's where it comes from. Unfortunately, that's like the stigma it has. It's called drinking the Kool-Aid. Let me catch up on some of these chats. Be right back. My tea is empty and that's illegal in this house. Cornflakes are nice, crispies with. Yeah, I like cornflakes. Dehydrated squash. That's the best way to describe it. It's dehydrated squash. Vento, but powdered. What's Kool-Aid? Man, Kool-Aid's delicious. And you got man, I'm telling you, there's people who, man, when it comes to making Kool-Aid, there's some people who can't put enough sugar in it. And then for me, I got like my taste used to be ultra sugary, and then I used to back the sugar off. But I haven't had Kool-Aid in forever. I ain't made no Kool-Aid in forever. Yeah. It's a crazy day though, man. An unexpected day where I had to go see Mr. Tire. Mr. Tire. And these are the tires I need. But nobody stocks the damn tire. What a day, what a day. I'm from, the best way to describe where I'm from, I tell people I'm from LA. But I'm not really from LA. I'm from the greater LA area. I'm from a region called the Inland Empire. But I'm from Southern California. Man, sweet iced tea, boy. Ooh, man. My grandmother, rest her soul, used to make some bomb sweet tea. She'd make some sun tea. What's sun tea? So sun tea, you get the tea, you get the Lipton tea bags, put it in the water, do whatever you're gonna do, and then you just let it sit outside in the sun, and let that sun hit it. Get that sweetness into it. Put the sugar in till you like. Oh, and then chill it out. Oh, so good, so good. I can taste it now, boy. Man. Sweet coffee. I don't drink coffee. To be fair, I just drink water and Dr. Pepper and Diet Coke. But since I'm trying to be healthy, I've tried to have more water than anything. Man, I can't believe I had a blowout though. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Tang, Al Bundy. Man, Al Bundy was so funny back in the day. So CM17, I answered your question. I'm from the Los Angeles area. Technically from a city called Ontario. I was born in LA though. Don't get me wrong. I was born in LA. But I was raised. Best thing to say is, let's think about this. So I say I'm raised from Ontario. I lived in Ontario myself as a minor, because I moved out the house at 17 years old. Yeah, I was 17 and a half. I moved out. I was getting ready to be 18. Take it back. I was nearly 18. I was only like 2 months shy of being 18. I moved out the house. And so I lived in Ontario for like 8-9 years. Yeah, call it 9 years. So I say I'm from there. I lived the first part of my life in LA, so almost up to 10. So I've lived in England longer than I've lived in Ontario. And I say that I'm from Ontario. And I've lived longer in England than I did in LA. Yet I say I'm from LA. Now I've lived longer in the United States than I have in England. But yeah, it's an interesting thought. I never put it in perspective. I never quite thought of it that way. But at some point along this arc, I will live longer in England or in Europe than I did in America. So if I moved to Europe when I was 20, I had my 26th or 27th birthday in Italy. So, yeah. So, I'd have to live here for 27 years, which I'm nowhere close to at the moment. But at some point, there will be a point where I'll have to say, I'm from Derby. I'm from England. When will that point be? I don't know. I did go to a wedding about a year ago. It could have been a year. 6 months ago. Had to be about 6-7 months ago. And I met an American guy, former basketball player from California too. He's been living over here for like 20 something years. And now that I remember, like, yeah. It's weird. It's weird to describe where you're from. When you think about it, like where you spent most of your time. It's funny you say you're surprised I have an American accent. For some reason, people are saying that I have a British way of speaking. And when I used to live in Italy, and I would talk to my sisters or talk to my family, they would pick up on the way I was talking. And they would be like, duh, duh, they would be like, you're sounding like, you're sounding Italian. And I said, I guess it's because I'm constantly trying to learn to speak Italian, that I keep thinking in Italian. And so my inflection points moved in my English speaking at certain times, especially when I was heavy into learning. Like my inflection points changed. And I didn't realize it, but they would always point it out. And now I'm hearing something different. Now I'm hearing you have a lot of British inflection. You speak all languages, so I bet you do. With a northern inflection. So, when you move somewhere, especially when you become an adult, your accent doesn't go away. What happens is your rhythm or your word your word choices can change. Like I use mate quite a lot now, which was a term I never used growing up or even when I first moved to Italy. I do use the word mate a lot. Can't help it. It just pops out because it's just part of my daily lexicon. Now, when I talk to my friends, don't let the nice guy fool you. The bad words flow right out of my mouth pretty regularly. And certain terms I don't normally, like on a normal day to day, I don't use, but certain terms do come out my mouth when I'm talking to some of my friends back at home. On a day to day, I probably never use them though. Saucepan. I never call it a saucepan. It's a frying pan. Yes, Luis. Yes. Like Sicilian Italian sounds different. You gotta get used to your ear, to the ear. It's the same words though. but it's just the rhythm in which they're speaking and the tone that they're using. That's probably it, Jade. I probably sound more English, more American to British people, and more British to American people. But it's just life. I don't, I am not, what should I say? I am not purposely, I'm not purposely trying to change how I talk. I just talk, and whatever comes out, comes out. But it is what it is, It is what it is. I've been thinking about going, signing up for a French class and an Italian class because I can speak Italian, but I'm rusty. I can still speak though, but I want to get back to like trying to speak again. So I'm thinking about signing up for that and just get back into the rhythm of it all. Yeah. I spent 2 years in Italy. Grew up in America. Spent quite a lot of time here in England. Quite a lot of time. Man, I'm not even hungry, but since they're here, Let me put these back down before I eat them. I'm trying to be on this diet because soon as I get a double negative, I'm back to the gym. Back to the gym. Let me put this back. And I'm back. Question. Has anybody seen my shorts? What do you think of them? I think I try to be funny, but I'm just curious what you think of them. If you've seen them. If you haven't, you haven't. But what do you think? I try to mark them down as comedy so people understand that it's just to be funny. That they're not meant to be serious. But I'm curious. Have you seen them? What do you think? Do I recommend moving to the UK for my family and friends? Good question, CM17. I haven't recommended moving because people are in different parts of their life. But to younger people, not... Yeah, surely it's too cold for shorts. Yeah, it's too cold for shorts, but I just mean the short videos that YouTube lets you put up. That's what I mean. CM17, that's a good question. Do I recommend moving to the UK for my family and friends? No, I haven't. People are in different parts of their life, in their journey in their life. I think for me, it was good to go. It depends on what, like, when I was working for this large airplane manufacturing company, and I moved to Italy, what I saw in the spectrum of people, you had people at the beginning of their career, like me, who were there, and then you had some people towards the back end of their career there. And then you had a subset of people who were in like the middle but upper half of their career. So here I am, 26 years old, I'm moving. And there was most of us kind of in that bracket range, 25, 26, 27. And then you had, you would think it'd be like a bell curve. It really wasn't. It was really like nothing in the middle and then at the ends. But it was like a lot of people at the very beginning. And then you had most people. So I would say there was like this gap of people who were between like, say, in their 30 to like 40s. There was like a gap. There was not a lot of people between 30 and 40. There were more people who were like 25 and 30. And then it tailed off between 30 and 40, like tailed off. And then as it got to people who were 40 and 50, it ramped back up. Because at this OEM manufacturing, it was like two things that took place. Like either you're trying to make a name for yourself so you can like rocket your career more for better opportunities, or you're at the tail, you're closer to the other side of things where you're trying to get another management level, like go up a rung, or B, you're trying to you're trying to come down into retirement. Because at this manufacturing plant, for some people who worked there 30 years ago, part of their contract would be, you would have a final pension salary. And so whatever your last couple years was, like that would help you tailor off. And so you have people who were on those, which I had a contract like that, actually. I was on a final pension salary. But once I left, I gave that up. But you have people like that. And so they were like trying to do that so they could tail out. But ask yourself, if you're 25, 26-year-old, would you move somewhere if the company said they're going to pay for your housing, pay for your car, pay for your food, pay to store all your stuff in the storage in wherever, in America? Would you go? Yeah. And they're going to give you a 20% pay rise just for going? Plus, every day you're there, they're going to give you per diem. So they're going to pay for your food. So if you want to go out to eat, put on your credit card, company credit card. If you want to put fuel in the car, use the company credit card. You need a rental car, here's a rental car. I had an Audi A4, brand new. Literally, I got the car, Audi A4, it was brand new. And then every day I was in the country, every day I was in Italy, not only were they paying for the food, I was getting like 25 euros a day just for being there. Plus the salary I got a 20% pay rise. Plus all this other stuff. I mean, I was 25-year-old man. Of course I was gonna go. Of course, who wouldn't go? You'd be dumb not. It was like dumb not to go. And then, and then the women is out there too. Shoot, man, are you kidding me? Was I in? Hey, from the Northeast, is that Coke, Diet Coke? Was you in Aviano? No, I was in the region of Puglia, which is in the Stiletto. The bottom end of the Stiletto. So, yeah. And so then imagine you're a young person like that. And then imagine you're an older person like that. They're doing the same thing for the young person as they're doing for the old person. But most older people have a house. So they would move out of their house, rent their house out, get all the perks that I'm talking about, pay off all their debt by the time they left, and then ride out into freaking retirement. Imagine that, So yeah, but we're not here to talk about it. We're here to talk about today. Today was a crazy, crazy day. I'm a lefty. Yes, I'm left-handed. This is my left hand This is my right hand. I don't know what it looks like on the screen. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. My mom's left-handed. Me and my mom have the same birthday. All right, so I always tell her when I don't give her a birthday gift that what am I supposed to give you that tops me? What am I supposed to buy you that tops me? Oh, Alex, don't listen to Alex because Alex knows me personally. Alex, come up here. Alex actually knows me personally. I was just at his house a couple months ago when I went to Atlanta. I'm talking about down with the left-handies. So, Louise, yes, I am left-handed, and Alex is going to come up here talking about down with the lefties. Don't listen to him in the comments. He's a troll because he knows me personally. He can literally call me right now if he wanted. Hope you guys doing well. Alex, as you can see, I'm doing fine. So, Alex, let me catch you up on my day because I could call you about this and tell you, but let me catch you up since you're watching. So, a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, my tire blew out. I had to get it fixed. I did a video on it, right? I'm driving. I told you I got COVID. I already told you I got COVID. So I've been self-isolating. So I decided to drive just to get out the house. I've been in the house the whole time. Alex, you won't even believe that as I'm driving, the same tire I just got fixed like Sunday blows up. I'm stranded in the middle of the motorway, like stuck. And so I've been spent the rest of the day, getting rescued, getting towed. And then I had to spend the rest of the day trying to find somebody who has my tire. Guess what? Nobody. I went to 7, maybe even 8 places. Nobody has my tire. So I had to order the tire because this is England and everybody drives small cars. So if you have a big car, you're going to be SOL. And so, yeah, that's been my day. And basically, I should have stayed my black butt at home. Can't curse for YouTube. I should have kept my black butt at home, and I wouldn't have this problem. So now I've had to order a tire. I had to pay £50 to be towed, order a tire, and I'm no better off. I literally did nothing today. I got my car washed. That's all I did. Boo, down with the lefties. Yeah, I made it through. Yeah, it was crazy. This is my first blowout. Alex, I don't know if you ever had a blowout, but I had a blowout. I wasn't going really fast, so it didn't the car didn't really move. But Alex, it was because I was driving, right? And the car was shaking. I could feel, this is before it blew. I was just like, man, the car is vibrating. You could feel it. It was a noticeable hum to the car, a noticeable shake, right? Because the tire was overinflated. So if you got if your tire's ever overinflated, make sure you deflate it. Get it to where you cannot be overinflated. And I buy a little bit. I was overinflated by a lot. So Alex, don't ever get your tire overinflated. So it was overinflated. So basically it was acting like a basketball. It was micro dribbling. So that was the shake I kept feeling. And I could hear it. Next thing you know, poof. Car does a little shake. I slow down, then I get stuck. And I just spent 4 hours. I think this flat happened at 1 o'clock. It's 6 something now. And so it's 6 something now. And so I spent a long time getting fixed, getting towed, looking for a tire, went to several places, called several places, eventually just had to order the tire. And so now I gotta wait. Yeah, man. I wasn't going. Look, I said I wasn't going fast. I was going 60 miles per hour. So luckily I wasn't going too fast. But if I was going 80, 100, oh yeah, it would have been bad. It messed up the inner wall, the tire. But if you look at the tire here and you look inside, all that's all shredded up. came off on the motorway. So now I got to get that fixed. So, like, it's bad, some damage. So, whatever. It is what it is. I got my life, I got my health. Yeah, man. So, yeah. That's been my day. That's been my day. Let me catch up on some of these live. Yeah, I can imagine, Kardik, what you're saying. It's tricky at times to explain how different parts of the UK are. Oh my God, it's like, I can't stress it enough how different, like, you can go from Derby to Nottingham and hear a different accent. You can go from Derby to Birmingham. It's only like 45 minutes. Hear a totally different accent. Man, every time you move around, different. It's different. Or the architecture starts to change. The words that people try to use. Alex, you're not from here or been around, but Alex has been to London. We met up in London a couple years ago when he was out here. That's like 5 years ago, Alex. But I know Alex from university. We're in the same fraternity. That's my line brother. So I love him a lot. So, I've known Alex now, it'll almost be 20. Wow, it'll be 20 years next year. Jesus, Alex is 19 years. Crazy. But anyways, what did I say? Yeah, things like change like dramatically in the UK. Let me go back. Boo down to the left-handers. That's so funny. That's so funny. But that's been my day, guys. I haven't, I don't know. I didn't accomplish anything. I've just had life throw me a curveball, and then all of a sudden, I had to deal with it. But see, if you can work in London and live elsewhere, I'll take that any day of the week, because the salaries are so much higher in London. Heck, I take a London wage and live in the Northeast any day of the week. I wouldn't want to live all the way up in Northeast, but I definitely would live in, like, work in London if I didn't have to go in the office, and take a London salary and then live in, like, now Milton Keynes is too close, but like Luton, North Hampshire, Hampshire, something like that. Like, that'd be close enough for me. Because then you can get more house, more land, less traffic. But then high wage. So, yeah. Yeah, we knew London. It's not Linden. I was like, Linden? I hate going to London. I hate it. That's the problem, too. Even when I was living in Italy, I used to hate, like, you go to Rome. I go to Rome so much that I didn't want to go to Rome anymore. But everybody would come to Italy, and it's like, well, if you're going to come to Italy, how do you not go to Rome? It's like, if you come to England, how do you not go to London? But then I'm here, and it's just the same cycle all over. It's like, everybody want to meet in London. I'm like, I don't want to go to London. Like, I don't want to go. But I get it. Even when it's just, you'd be like, oh, we're coming to Italy. Let's go. Meet me in Rome. I'm like, man, I've been to Rome like 50 times already. I don't want to go to Rome. Oh, we're coming to London. We're coming to England, but we're going to go to London first. Can you meet us there? No, I don't want to go to London. No, I don't want to. Takes a long time to get anywhere. Everything is ultra expensive. No. But I did go to London last year, right a week before the lockdown lifted, the original lockdown lifted. And when I tell you it was a ghost town, Jesus, it was nobody. I was walking down, what's the main shop? Oxford Street. I've seen more people at the Derby Mall than I saw on all of Oxford Street. Crazy. Yeah, get that flexible arrangement. Don't need to come in the office. Whew. If it's like, oh, I don't need to come in twice a month, 3 times a month, perfect. For that price difference and life difference, yeah, it makes staying in like a Airbnb or a cheap hotel, it pays for itself. London wages are way higher, way higher, way higher than anywhere else in this country. Way higher. When people talk about the minimum wage or the average wage, if you exclude London, it drops down quite a lot in this country. You take London, you just take London wages out, it's it's like comparing California, LA wages to Alabama wages. It's not even close. What you pay somebody 35,000 pounds a year here in the Midlands, you have to pay somebody like 55, 60,000 in London. You pay somebody, you could be a lawyer in the Midlands and make, I don't know, 55,000. Go to London, you make 85, 90,000. It's crazy. It was so strange to go to London during the lockdown. So strange. As I've said to plenty of people who've watched some of my live videos, is I've traveled throughout the whole thing. There was a period where I didn't. At the very, very outset, the travel went from, and I didn't travel. And then after about 6 months, I started traveling. And I was getting on flights. Me, the pilot, the 3 air hostess, and like 4 other people be on this plane. It'd be nobody. Or I fly to America, it'd be like, man, everybody on the plane could have a seat could have a row to themselves. You have 4 rows. When I say a row, not just where you sit. I mean the entire row where you was at, you'd have to yourself. There'd be nobody there. The closest I can remember it is to 9/11, where I flew after 9/11. It was just like nobody was on the plane. Let's catch up on some. The cost of living varies greatly. I'm paying less for a 3-bedroom house now up north than I was for a 1-bedroom flat in Zone 6. That's what I'm. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Zone 6 too. That's like way out there. Dean Burrell, you have 2 tires for sale. What size tires are there? Do you have a 255 50/20 tire? Asymmetry 3, an SUV 109W is what I need. You got that? This is what I need. I need these tires right there. If this is hard to read, this is my writing over top of that person who wrote it. So imagine it was even more impossible to read before. I need these type of tires. That's what I need. If you got them, I'll take them. Yeah, you were just inside the M25. That's like way on the outskirts. And you can buy, you're paying for a 3-bedroom, what you can do for a 1-bedroom. It's crazy. It's just crazy the price differences between London, even greater London, the M25 circle. What you pay there is just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But hey, guys, it's getting long in the tooth. It's been 80 minutes. I don't know what time it is now because my laptop is dead. But I think I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know. Get on the inner tubes. Oh, tell you're American without saying you're American. Yeah, you have an SUV. You doggone right. You doggone right. I have a Range Rover, and I want to get a plug-in hybrid. So I'm gonna get a. They're out now, but I'm gonna wait until next year, and then next year I'm going to get a Range Rover plug-in hybrid. That's gonna be the next car I'm gonna get, either later this year or early next year. I'm gonna get a plug-in hybrid car because the diesel price is getting. I don't want to. I'm not ready for full electric yet. I'm not ready to make the jump. But the next car will be the toe dip into electric cars. And for what I do, a plug-in hybrid will be totally fine with me. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. I try to go live almost every day now. I started going live about 2 weeks ago. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I'm trying to figure it all out. So be patient. I'm not Mr. I'm not Mr. Fancy setup here. It's literally a Ring camera and my phone. But I've ordered some more equipment. I'm gonna get some sound densing foam up in here. I mean, it's ghetto fabulous right now for what I'm doing for sound. I got a mattress on the wall, like right here, just to try to break up some of the sound up in this room. So I'm ordered some sound densing foam. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put some on the ceiling. I'm getting a microphone. I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna put on this table, and then I'm gonna get a couple more cameras. And then I've actually looked into getting some equipment so I can have different monitors. Because what I've never shared on my channel is like I do a lot of stock trading, so that's what I do, and so I'm gonna try to figure out how to do some of that as well. So I'm gonna try to figure out in the long run of 2022 how to get more of a studio in here, to turn this into a studio of filming and recording, doing live content streaming, and then doing videos on topics that I like. Part of this channel, as I've said, is about sharing my day-to-day life, what's going on, stuff that goes on, and I'm trying to see which is better for me. I think like what I went through today, I think I would have got way more views if I'd have made a video and put it all together and sent it out. Don't get me wrong, I would have done that and got way more views. Probably could have got 10,000, views. But then I find the lives to be more interactive. So it's a hybrid between them. So I can see why certain people do them, because it's an instantaneous, spontaneous reaction with the people who are watching. So I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm going to try to go live more often than not. But yeah, stick with me. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for leaving a comment. Thanks for enjoying. I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully tomorrow I'm negative and I can be free from this lockdown, because this is like a prison cell. All right. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Everybody have a great, great Saturday.